It's Powerback time on the Gutsy Podcast, your 20-minute boost to reclaim and refocus your energy. Get ready to have bursts of clarity, a boost of confidence, and the practical steps you need to make gutsy moves forward. You've got big things to do, so let's get your power back. As you grow and evolve, so do your tools, your resources, and your methods. Old things that used to work eventually break, and there are new needs that present themselves as you expand. It's all part of the evolution of growth, right? Where it gets a little tricky is when you put off or ignore those little pesky things that don't seem like a big deal, but they cause a big pain. Every day you look at it, you think about it, you say, oh my gosh, I have to deal with that at some point. But you put it off because, let's be honest, it's probably not fun. But that little inconvenience is becoming a big problem. On today's Powerback episode, we are going to deal with that small yet annoying task so that you can free up headspace and get things to work in your favor again. You've got big things to do. We're not going to let this little thing stop you anymore. All right, listen. These are always things that you know that you need to handle or deal with or face or fix or give it like a solid 20 minutes of your time. But man, do you put it off. And why do we do that? It's like this seemingly is a simple thing. Why aren't we doing the thing then? Well, what I have found is it's usually just not something that's enjoyable. I mean, let's be honest, like fixing something or figuring out a piece of technology or changing your password on something so that you can get into it. It's not work that is like, oh my God, I am fucking thrilled. It probably feels like one more thing on top of your ever-growing to-do list. It's probably not a task that brings you a lot of joy, or maybe there's something that you have to figure out, so it requires a different part of your brain. I mean, there's a million different reasons why we put it off. The problem is continuing to put off something that is disrupting your flow. It's taking you out of your work. It's causing you stress. It's causing anxiety. It's pushing things off. It's creating a delay. All of it is taking up brain power. It's taking up your capacity. And until it's handled, it lives rent-free in your brain. And because it's taking up so much space in your head, that's taking away from something else, your creativity, your ability to focus, your ability to move forward. And then we've got a snowball effect, because when you can't do those things, now that's affecting your growth. When you're not growing, when you're not achieving your goals the way you want to, then it's feeding the part of your brain that's like, see, I told you this isn't going to work. And then before you know it, we've just got this entire shit sandwich of things and feelings and emotions and thoughts that are just causing havoc on your ability to move forward. So you know what we're going to do today? We're going to identify what that damn thing is, and we're going to deal with it. Not just today, not just this one thing. We're going to create a habit, how your future self chooses to move. Because the version of you that already has everything that she wants, the level of business that she's striving for, the personal joy and expansion and peace and all that's everything that you're working towards right now, the future version of you that already has that, she's not delaying this kind of shit. She's not allowing a small piece to disrupt her entire day and then letting that go on till next week and then letting that go on another 3 months. No, she's noticing what disrupts her and she's choosing to handle it. Because to hold all of the beautiful things that you know that you're working towards, you've got to have capacity. And ignoring this little thing that's causing such a big pain in your life, it takes up capacity. We can't hold the future and this pesky fucking thing that keeps nagging at you. So let this episode, let this today, whenever you're listening to this, be the catalyst for your future decisions. To say, you know what? I am noticing that this is causing a disruption. Let me analyze it. Let me figure out what I need to do. And how do I want to move? I want to handle it. Because when I do, I free up the capacity to hold the things that are truly meant for me. I'm able to grow because I'm able to focus. I've got tools, I've got resources, I've got systems in place, I've got the right support in place. I have intentionally chosen to put things in place that support my growth, that protect my peace, that guard my time. This is the mindset shift that I want you to really dig into, okay? This is not just about handling something that's annoying. This is about saying, you know what? I'm choosing to do this to help myself, to support myself today so that my future self can grow tomorrow. Let's be honest, if you're not able and willing to support yourself, no one else is going to be able to do that for you. These decisions have to start within. This is a shift from, okay, this is annoying, instead of, oh, I'm going to put it off. Oh, I don't want to deal with it. Oh, it's another thing. Oh, I've got too much on my plate. Saying, oh, this is annoying. This is causing a delay. This is causing a ripple. This little kink in the process. No, we don't have time to deal with that. How do we handle this today? Boss mode fucking activated. Do you feel that energy shift? So that's where I want you to step into this first today, is shifting into the energy of, I don't have time or capacity to allow this to disrupt my system. I want to put this in place so that things are easier. I want to figure this out right now so that I can move forward. Let me give you a quick, tiny example, but this is why I'm like, it's little things. It's rarely the big stuff, the bigger things that take a lot more kind of time and effort and energy to figure out. That's a discussion for another day. I'm talking about these little fucking nuances. Okay, so I make a lot of videos. I make a lot of TikTok videos that then go on to Reels, and right, my camera is propped up a lot. And let's be honest, angle on a camera is a real thing. I mean, have you ever been holding your phone, like kind of down below, and you accidentally flip open the fucking camera and you're like looking at yourself at the least possible fucking flattering angle of all human time? Yeah, it's not a good time. No, I don't recommend it, but it happens. And so when I'm setting up my camera, I'm conscious. I want to make sure that it looks pretty decent, and I'm propping it up against all these things, okay? I've got it up against my water bottle. I've got it up against a candle holder. Sometimes it's up against my monitor, and inevitably it slides, right? I'm mid-video and the fucking bottom of the phone slides out from underneath, and then it shines up to the ceiling, and I got to redo the clip. Okay? It's annoying. I was doing this for years. I'm embarrassed to say years. This is how I was creating content. It's also a little bit of start with what you have, right? Like that was working for a while. But as I started to create more, I'm like, I really probably need something to make this easier. Because every single time that I'm going to make videos, I'm thinking about how to prop this up and what the angle is and how do I need to move this and is it going to slide out from underneath me? And like, I was thinking about it every time. And sometimes I had to redo things, so it was taking longer, and then it takes me out of my creative flow. And see what I'm saying? It's a disruptor. What's the easy solution here? Is to get a holder. To get something that intentionally holds my phone. I could get on Amazon. There's 14 bajillion options for this now, right? There's magnetic things, there's desktop things, there's clamps that go on the side of your freaking head. Yeah, I mean, like there's a million different options, okay? But I just put it off. I didn't know what I wanted. I got overwhelmed by all the options. It just wasn't working. And then one day we were at the mall. Yes, we were at the mall. Like I feel like I just went back in time there. And we were walking by the Apple store. I wasn't intending on going in, but I was like, I wonder if they have a phone holder. We go in, we go to the back of the room, and I see that they have 4 or 5 different options. And my first question to myself was, okay, what do I need this thing to do? I want it to be sturdy. I want it to have a heavy bottom so I'm not fumbling all over the place. I want to be able to adjust the angle. Do they have something in front of my face right now that will do that? And guess what? They did. So I said, I'll have that. I purchased the freaking stand, and now it sits on my desk where I create the majority of my content. I'm no longer thinking about how to prop things up or where I need to put it. I just simply grab the stand and hit record. Years. I fumbled around with this thing. And now it's got it even has a little grippy thing on it so the phone doesn't slide. It literally kind of clicks down into place. It's fantastic. It's simple. It's not complicated. It makes my life easier. And I'm no longer thinking about it. It's no longer disrupting my flow. It's these kinds of little ass things that I'm talking about here today. It's the things that like they don't seem like a big deal, but as they go on, as the weeks, the months, the years sometimes goes on, it knocks you out of your flow. It is taking you away from being able to focus on the things that really need your brain power the most. And this especially comes into play when you are in a growth season. When you are growing your business, when you are evolving as a person, when you're going to the next level of something, things that used to work inevitably are going to break. Your needs have changed. Technology has shifted. And as you continue to grow, you're going to have new needs. And those new needs don't yet have the systems, the tools, the processes in place to support this new level. We want to start acknowledging and putting in place the systems, the tools, and even your decision making that helps you, not drives you crazy. We don't want to delay your success. We don't want to put off your peace. And future you, she's dependent on the decisions that you make today. So my challenge to you today is to notice. Really step back and notice any part of your process or routine that's causing unnecessary stress. It's creating anxiety in your body. It's making you hesitate on moving forward with things, or it's creating frustration in the way that it's working or it's not working. These are those little irk kind of moments where you're like, oh, that thing. Oh, I'll deal with it later. Oh, I really need to handle that, right? Like I get this vision of like, you kind of throw your head back in the chair and you're like, gosh, I can't with this thing. It takes an incredible amount of time and energy to continue dancing around this. And while this task, this thing, this fix might not be fun, it doesn't have to be fun. It has to be practical. Not every part of everything is always going to be fun and enjoyable. Sometimes it's just like, okay, I got to deal with shit. It's part of owning a business. It's part of being a human. Do you think that I want to figure out what is for dinner every single day of the week? I mean, it's like a never ending thing. Okay. It's not going to go away though. It's not fun for me to figure that out, but kind of a necessary thing, right? Kind of need to eat. But when I step back and say, okay, this is the thing that causes frustration, it causes anxiety, it causes all these like kind of feelings. What do we need to do? Every Sunday, AJ and I get out our little tiny whiteboard that we have on the refrigerator and we plan out what we're going to eat for the week. And now he goes to the grocery store, he gets what we need so that I have the ingredients to make what we planned. It's a fantastic system that we utilize 80% of the time. So what is this for you? What is this thing? And maybe there's multiple things. And if there are, let's write them down. Let's deal with them. Because whatever energy you're spending on not doing this, you could be spending on the thing that needs you the most. That creative project, putting a new tool or system in place, getting on a stage to speak, working with your clients, creating a new program, making new content, right? Like that's what really needs you. And if your brain right now is like, I don't remember, I don't know what those things are because I kind of put it out of sight, out of mind, which means I don't remember what they are. I'm going to share with you a couple of things to maybe consider, okay? Maybe to spark your brain. Again, this is an ongoing activity. So as you go through your day today, probably even tomorrow, notice those hiccups. But a few of them that I notice, I'm going to give you some business things to look for and some personal things to look for. In business, things like switching your email system. Maybe you've got some personal / business email kind of joined in one place. We've got a little bit of business email over there. You've been meaning to get your domain name as your email, and every single day I know you're in your email every single day. Okay. Let's be honest, but you think about it every day. Merge your emails, get the domain name, get it set up, finish it. In the same respect, maybe you've got multiple different cloud drives. Maybe you're using Google Drive and you got OneDrive and you've got Apple Cloud and you've got everything's in the cloud. It doesn't make sense, but it's all out there. And you're going back and forth between 18 different places trying to find all of your documents and where did I put this thing? Stop. Consolidate it. I know that's not a fun activity and that might take a little bit more time, but handle it. Set yourself up for success with a tool and a system that is easy to use. It takes so much more time and energy every single day to go to all those different places and try to figure out where they are. You don't even realize it until it's all simplified, until it's all in one place. And then you're like, holy shit, why didn't I do this sooner? Cancel that reoccurring $9.99, whatever the hell it is. Every month when you get in your bills, every month you do your reconciliation, you're seeing that damn $9.99. You got to figure out where it comes from. What is it? Do I actually need this thing? Handle it. Figure out what it is. It's going to take you 10 minutes. Cancel whatever the thing is. Save your $10 a month. A big kind of like sticky point that I see with a lot of my clients is onboarding process. So when you're bringing on a new client, when you're working with someone new, how can you automate and simplify that process? Sometimes it's like, I do it a little bit like this time, and I do a little bit like that last time, and I forgot to send this thing, and I got to send them that link, and you're sending 18 emails, and the client's getting frustrated. It's not smooth, and you can feel it, and they can feel it. So let's fix it. Automate it. How do we simplify this process? Similar goes to how you track new things, new leads, new opportunities, new podcasts that you want to speak on. Do you have Post-it notes all over the place? You've got it written down in your notes app. You've got screenshots in your camera. You've got a doc on your desktop. This shit is everywhere. I know. Let's fix that. Your future self needs you to be organized. It needs you to be able to easily access things and be able to update information. So create a simple process, a simple tool to track your leads. I don't care if you use an Excel sheet and just update the one document. Like that works just fine. I'm a big fan of Monday.com. It's my project management system. It's where I track everything. It is the hub, the ecosystem of my business. Without that, nothing gets done. I don't give two shits if you write it on your wall with a magic marker. I just want you to have consistency. One central place for you to add information and update information. This even kind of bleeds into communication. Where do you talk to people? Your team, your clients, your prospects? Do you have DMs going over here? You've got Facebook Messenger for that person. You've got email for this person. You've got Telegram for that person. You got Marco Polo for this person. Who knows what other apps that are out there, because there's a bajillion of them. Okay, how do we start to bring all that together? Okay, you might have one or two systems. But where are you primarily talking to people? Let's start to create a system and also create an expectation. Because especially as you're bringing on new clients, something that people don't realize is you are training them how to work with you. And so if you're answering email at 11 p.m. and then you're DMing them at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you're responding to their message on Telegram an hour, like within 20 seconds, okay, you're training them that you are always available everywhere. You get to create what this looks like. You get to direct them to the place in which you want to communicate with them. But that means that you need to set that up from the beginning, or at least from where you're standing right now. All of these things, by the way, are things that we dig into inside of Auraline the Mastermind. So like when I say I'm all up in your business, I'm getting all up in your business in the best way possible. We are simplifying your tools, your systems, your processes. We're refining your message, your offers, how you work. We're looking at any friction or tension points in your business where you are trying to run it someone else's way, and we are refining that to run it your own way. And what you're left with then is a business that runs with your energy in a simplified way, in a way that's enjoyable. It comes easy to you. It's exciting. And the success that you gain from that is deeply fulfilling. So if you're in that kind of sticky growth point in your business and you're looking for some support to get things really clarified, simplified, and moving smoothly again, Auraline is a great next step. So if you're interested in that, I'll link the application in the show notes below, or you can go to LauraAura.com/mastermind. Now, there's one other piece we can't ignore, and that's the personal side. Yes, this absolutely plays into business, but friend, this plays in your personal shit too. I mean, especially when you're in business, your personal stuff doesn't go away. It shows up everywhere. Okay. So whether you're in business or not, handling your personal side of things are just as important. Things like calling that utility and handling that question that you had about your bill from 3 months ago. Scheduling the doctor's appointment so that you can get the support that you need so that you feel better. Putting away that pile that keeps getting moved from the table to the counter back to the table again. Taking that damn bag in your trunk to the donation center. Listen, I've been there more times than I can count, so I understand you. It's time. Maybe it's even fixing that freaking thing that's driving you nuts, like the drawer that won't shut right, or the thing that holds the silverware that keeps sliding backwards. And like every day, 4 or 5 times a day, you're thinking about how you could make that not slide anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just this little shit that creates a huge problem. And that huge problem is the disruption of your peace. The hesitation that it creates in your flow, the energy sucker that is taking you away from the things that you really need to focus on. These little kinks are disrupting and delaying your growth. They were anyway, up until now. Your Powerback moment, your challenge today and moving forward is to choose how you're going to move as your future self today. How would the version of you that already has the things that you are working on and towards, how would she decide today? How would she move? How would she handle things? I'm going to bet that she would notice them, handle them, and move on. Bonus points if you send me a DM and tell me what you handled today. Let me celebrate that with you. You can find me on all the platforms. My handle is @LauraAura. And as always, until I see you next time, stay gutsy.